Imagine the night sky as you've always known it. Orion's belt crisp, Jupiter a steady beacon, the moon a familiar silver coin, until a new point of light appears near Sirius, growing brighter each week, outshining Venus, then Mars, then Jupiter itself. Telescopes swivel, astronomers scramble, and within months, the intruder resolves into a gas giant world the size of Jupiter, banded in rust and cream, hurtling toward the sun at 40 kilometers per second as planet X-9, a rogue ejected from its birth system billions of years ago, now on a collision course with our solar system. The chaos begins 150 AU out, 3 times Pluto's distance, where the Oort Cloud drifts like a sparse halo of icy ghosts. X-9 enters at hyperbolic velocity, its hill sphere 100 times wider than Jupiter's, sweeping through like a net, yanking a trillion comets from millennial orbits and flinging them inward so that within a year, Earth's sky fills with fireballs. One 500-meter impactor striking the Pacific to generate a 300-meter tsunami circling the globe. By year 5, X-9 closes to 50 AU. Neptune feels the tug first, its near-perfect orbit elongating into a 20% eccentric ellipse, Triton destabilized with tidal heating, cracking its icy crust to release nitrogen geysers visible from Earth, followed by Uranus tilting from 90 Sawawe to 112, flipping seasons into centuries-long polar days and nights, while orbital ribbons glow and wobble in 3D animation. Year 15 sees X-9 cross Saturn's orbit at 9.5 AU, scattering 82 moons like marbles. Titan skims 80,000 kilometers above Earth, closer than geostationary satellites, raising 200-meter tides that vanish coastal cities under muddy surges, its methane rains igniting in oxygen to create firestorms visible from space, while Saturn is ejected outward as a new rogue, its rings dispersing into a glittering tail. Jupiter confronts X-9 at 5.2 AU in year 21, the two 318 Earth mass Titans entering a resonant slingshot with intertwined figure-8 orbits. Jupiter's 500-plus Trojan asteroids liberate, a 100-kilometer rock striking the Great Red Spot to trigger a planet-engulfing storm. Io's volcanism tripling with 1,000-kilometer sulfur plumes, Europa's subsurface ocean boiling under tidal flexing. Yet Jupiter survives and deflects X-9 inward at 60 kilometers toward the inner planets. Mars takes a glancing blow, X-9 stripping Phobos to spiral into a 400-kilometer crater, igniting the remaining air into molten orange skies and erupting Olympus Mons while Deimos flings toward Earth, disintegrating into a 6-month meteor shower that blocks 40% sunlight and plummets global temperatures 8 degrees, failing crops and teetering civilization. Venus passes within 0.3 AU, its 460 degrees surface heating another 50 degrees to boil off sulfuric clouds and expose bare rock, slowing rotation by 2 minutes per century under tidal drag, and glowing white-hot as a second sun for 40 days. Earth's turn comes in year 24 as X-9 approaches on a hyperbolic trajectory. With 0.8 AU perihelion inside our orbit, the Moon stretches into 2.1 resonance, tides rising 300 meters with far-side cracks along ancient rills, oceans bulging into 12-kilometer tidal mountains that scour continents before the Moon ejects at 3 kilometers into mini-planet solar orbit, leaving Earth wobbling from 23 degrees to 47 degrees axial tilt and alternating ice ages with hothouse phases every 10,000 years. Mercury vaporizes in a 0.1 AU graze, tidal forces tearing it into molten iron and silicate rain onto the Sun, triggering a Carrington event flare 100 times stronger that collapses Earth's magnetosphere, ignites equatorial auroras, fries satellites, and melts power grids worldwide. The climax pits X-9 against the Sun at 0.4 AU perihelion, igniting its hydrogen envelope into a 50 million kilometer comet-like tail, while the Sun ejects a coronal mass engulfing Venus. X-9 survives the slingshot outward at 75 kilometers, exiting in year 27 and leaving a graveyard, 90% asteroid belt ejected or dust, Sirius shattered into a solar ring system, Earth's orbit stretched to 1.3 AU eccentricity, freezing one side and baking the other, humanity migrating underground or to orbital habitats if any survive. This is no fantasy. Hubble and Gaia detect dozens of Milky Way rogues. Models predict one Jupiter mass passer every 50,000 years within 100 AU. The NICE model shows early Jupiter-Saturn migrations ejecting thousands, our stability a temporary truce. Rewind the 3D simulation. Planets reset in familiar circles, the Moon serene, Jupiter steadfast, a single line fading in. We live in the calm between storms. One rogue is all it takes. Before the screen darkens and a new star appears near Sirius, brighter than Venus, the cycle beginning again.